Hello, everyone. Attack Power here with Game 2 between Lesitte and Liszek here in the Steel Division 2, Division 2, Season 11 League. Let's dive right in here to Orsha East again. And on the left, in the red, we have Lesitte playing 126th Gornostrelki on Vanguard income. And on the right, in the blue, we have Liszek playing 5th Gebirgsjager, all on Maverick income. So this is an interesting deck choice for sure. We have two divisions here. One we have not seen any play and didn't think I would see any play of this, and one that is apparently the secret sleeper god division going on right now, OP division going on in the game right now. So first off, 126th Gornostrelki, a division that has really fallen off. It just does not come together these days. Its infantry just don't got it anymore, is essentially what it comes down to. Again, this whole little power creeping thing going on in the game. These hybrid divisions where they have hybrid infantry units just do not hold up, generally speaking. The recon tab, pretty strong. I mean, you get lots of snipers and stuff, which is cool. And again, used to be really strong, and now it's meh, it's okay. You do have the Gornostrelki, which are nice, like, PB Shaw units. The infantry tab, I mean, it's Gornostrelki, which are like a weird hybrid unit that isn't super great at anything. Very similar to Jaegers. You do get some really good units in like the Moskaya Sapody and the Moskaya Avto, which are like a really strong Thompson group of units there. Gornosapody, like I said, very strong, another really strong unit. So, and then I mean, I like this Moskaya Pekota, but it's basically like a fat, it's like a chunky Strelki squad. The tank tab is really interesting in this division. You have the BT7, which is the fastest tank in the game. This thing is obnoxious to the extreme. It can fly in at the beginning of the game at like 90 kilometers an hour, so it's like 89 or something really fast. Then you have the M3S, which is it's M3 Lee, essentially, and this thing actually like super overperforms, like way more than historically would be accurate. This thing absolutely shreds. And then you have the KV-85, a really nice like medium heavy tank that does really well. You get ISU 152, but it's phase locked to C phase, so is the KV-85. You get some OB-25s, Maxims, so pretty solid support tab. AT tab, you get ZIS-2s, 45 mils, and the Gorno PTRS, which I believe has more. It's got 2 or 3. I think it's 2 PTRSs, maybe 3. Then the AA tab has the ZIS-12, one of the best AA pieces in the game. Then your RD tab has these little mountain guns that can do pretty well for 60 points and some off-map. And then our air tab, lots of Boston Bombers. You have the Yak-3, which is one of the better Yak fighters if you have to take one. On the other side, 5th Gebirgsjager. This is the division that all the top players are whispering is actually one of the best divisions in the game, especially after bans. Once a lot of other divisions get banned, this division is like the cream of the crop. One of the only hybrid infantry divisions that's really doing well right now. You have tons of snipers in the recon tab. The Gebirgsjager Fusilier here, a full infantry squad essentially with a sniper, with a semi-automatic sniper on top of that. SBW AB-41 as well, along with the Aufklär, which is also, you guessed it, a sniper. The infantry tab, really strong in the right situations. It's got really strong CQC. With the Gebirgsjager Sturm Pioneer has Berettas and stuff, so it puts out a lot of damage. The Gebirgsjager Streif MP44s, MG42s, at the right range, these things do a lot of damage. And then the Gebirgsjager itself, it is an MG42 wielding unit with some G43 rifles. Technically can fight at CQC, but it's really not good at that in general. The leader is phenomenal. This is one of the few divisions where the leader should be fighting. It's got Panzerschrecks, it's got semi-automatic sniper rifles, it's a big chunky squad. It's really good. The tank tab, you have the Stug M42, like a hyper-efficient Stug tank that Italian Stug tank that fires really fast and fires at 1750 meter range for only 40 points. There's very few tanks in the game that can say they have that range for that little point. And there's Stug 3 card. Support tab, really good here. It's phenomenal. You have LG42s, you have the Stug M42, you have these little Geb IG-18 75 mils, you got MG4. I mean, you got all kinds of good support here. AT tab, lacking. I mean, what it has is solid. You get the Pupshin, which is great, and then you get Pack 40s, which are always really solid and good. You just don't get a ton. It's only those 3 slots. The AA tab, horrible. Okay, this is where the division really can be taken advantage of if you're not careful. Like newer players, I'm not saying this division is great for new players because you can get hardcore bullied from the sky if you're not really good with your fighters. The RD tab, pretty solid. You get some really strong off-map. You get 150 mils. You get the Geb 105, which can be pretty solid. And then your air tab is also pretty strong. You get BF-109, Spavietos, and then you get a really good fighter in the C205 Veltro. Really fast, really highly maneuverable, and okay arm. Not like heavily armed, but it does all right. Bad resilience. So we are off. Let's see which of these hybrid infantry divisions can pull off the W here. We're back to Orsha East. These players, yes, did just play game 1. If you didn't see that, make sure to go check that out. It was a fun one. And we're off here. 126 Gorno. I do not like this division. I want it to be good. I really do. You know, these infantry divisions that have unique infantry and stuff. And it's the Soviet as well. I mean, they do need some love, but this division right now kind of blows pretty hard. Blows pretty. I mean, if it wasn't in my top, like my worst 10 divisions, but it was close. It was in the running. I didn't put it in there basically because of its uniqueness, for no other reason really. Gorno PTRS has 2 PTRSs. That's what it is. Okay. Oh no, they only have. Is it only 400 meter range? Yeah, it's only 400 meter range on those. So nice smoke play there to get those units in safely. BT7's already in. What is this? 82, 86 kilometers an hour. Yeah, these things zip around. They are quite enough. If he would just push through, honestly, he could get so much value right now. So sniper maximum span overwhelming the MG42s. I mean, we just talked about last game how the two-man sniper teams just aren't that strong anymore. And it's still true. These are double star, though, so they do put out a little bit more damage. I think Lesitte needs to be a lot more aggressive. He had the same issue last game. We're seeing a push up north from Liszek. Going for something different, but DP Grupa's here with their double DPs. Point-wise, they're pretty efficient. 2 light machine guns for 15 points. Pretty solid. It's a fragile squad, though. Very fragile. We're coming up to that season, you know. Very fragile. Moskaya Avto, very strong CQC unit. Not as great as it used to be because, of course, now, like, the PB Shaws are really good now, so it's not as necessary for those to be strong anymore. Here's our Gebirgsjager. 5 G43s, MG42. Now, these are much better than Jaegers because it's 5 semi-automatic rifles instead of 2. Right? It's just a lot better at long range than the Jaeger is because the Jaeger's mostly MP40s. And that's also why there's a price difference. The BT7's just out of range of that Gebirgsjager. Oh, now he will not be out of range anymore. Got a little aggressive. Oopsies. This Gornostrelki coming out with PP Shaws, and yeah, not a good choice there. We see a Boston. And Lesitte doing that thing again. He could have bombed this infantry, and instead he bombs way back here in a total blank area. He just insists on not bombing a unit directly. I don't fully understand why he keeps doing that. I understand the thought process, like, oh, there must be more dudes here, but, like, he clearly sees a guy right here. Like, why not bomb that? So he needs his infantry to get into the woods. The 5th Gebirgsjager has really good CQC, but Gorno has really strong CQC itself, and its infantry definitely do not fight at long range as well, so he needs to get into the woods to win those tighter CQC fights. BT7 here to stop the Gebirgs Fusilier from pushing forward. Avto's in. They should definitely beat the Gebirgsjager at close range. No doubt about that. Currently 13-11, though, for Liszek. Currently capturing this flag here. See some DP Grupa coming in to plug that hole. And remember, Lesitte on Vanguard again. Still not a fan of this choice. Wasn't a fan of it last game, not a fan of it this game. BF-109 getting a nice bombing strike in there, but doesn't do a ton of damage. BT7 kind of necessary here to, like, go kill this SPW. That honestly would be their best use, is to kill these things. These infantry all falling back, though. The fight is down here. There's a little bit of fighting up north. Berg's Fusilier here. Just such a great unit. Like, absolutely phenomenal. Only 20... Oh, it's 30 points. I thought it was only 25. 30 points is a 9-man sniper team with semi-automatic rifles, and the semi-automatic rifles can put out some pretty good damage. BT7, just doing what I kind of mentioned to do. Just going for it. Yeah, it's got to stay on this Gebirgs Fusilier, otherwise that thing could unpin and get a Panzerschreck shot off. Okay. Okay. No, this is a terrible idea because this is not actually pinned. So the second he stops falling back, he'll shoot immediately. So this is a big mistake. And also, there's a Pack 40. So, oops. Except it's suffering from some hill pressure right now, and the Fuhrer goes down. Gornostrelki, though, Lesitte not microing his CQC well enough here. He's getting a lot of submachine gun units killed without actually fighting with them. Pack 40... Still can fire. Hill pression's not a problem. Up north, though. Liszek trying to get some space here. Shug M42 doing what it does. DP's doing some nice damage. I'll be honest with you. I didn't think they would perform this well. 45 mil, finding an SPW, though. Nope, just kidding. It found an MG42, and that's a much worse target. So some Moskaya Pekota coming in. No movement on the hill, although technically Lesitte's much stronger there. Down south, Liszek making progress. Lesitte on the back foot. Moskaya Pekota, they do want to fight at this range. This is definitely their preferred range. BT coming in. There's no Panzer Strikes here to worry about. So SPW is the target. But what happened? Gebirgsjager now coming in and gets the Panzerfaust off. Oh. See, missing some key micro here. Now BF-109 in again. Takes out the Moskaya Pekota. These Pekota are poorly timed. All those CQC engines that would have been great right now are not here, and now the Moskaya Pekota are, and that's not really what he wants. Super awkward. Hopping back up north. Moskaya Pekota trying to fight their way into the woods here. So this is a solid unit. I mean, again, like it's just basically like a better, it's just a better Gavardia DP. 2 machine guns, got the PTRD, 13 men instead though. Just obviously more men are better. These BF-109s are doing tons of damage. There's only 2 of them, but if they reload really fast. The thing with them is they're kind of useless after like A phase because people get AA and it's very easy to stop them. But until that point, they're very, very good. SPW goes down to the DPs, the PTRDs here. Gornostrelki needs to fall back. He can't be losing this leadership. He finally has a veterancy advantage here, which is really helping him win these fights. Lesitte is not paying attention. And yeah, these guys put out some okay damage with their SVTs, but it's not going to beat this Gebirgsjager. No, he's committed to this fight for some reason. Now he's falling back, and the single Moskaya Pekota, no chance there. Hopping back up north, we see a Boston in. Is it going for another dumb blind strike? Nope, it's actually hitting something. There we go. Kills off the 75 mil. Saperty are able to kill off their Sturm Pioneer successfully and hold on to that flag. BT-7's flying in here looking, I assume, for the SPW. More BT-7. My goodness, how many do you have? 10? Yeah, there's 10 of every tank in this deck. That's kind of weird. Didn't notice that before. DP Grupa trying to stop some units out in the open, but SPWs are in now. Moskaya Pekota now in a better spot, but they could get very easily over. Oh my god, there's so many Gebirgs Fusiliers. So many Gebirgs Fusiliers. He has 6. That would be why. S11 coming in. Wants to stop that annoying BF-109. Gornostrelki DP catching out the Sturm Pioneers. That's exactly what he wants. He does not want to be fighting those at close range, so this is a big win for him. Gebirgs Fusilier, though, with their sniper, are going to do tons of damage. The Gornostrelki DP, though, triple DP machine gun for 20 points. Really quite solid, similar to the Granatieri Kaladi. Or I should say the Granatieri Kaladi is similar to this, because this came first. Give credit where credit is due. Run, leader, run! Moskaya Avto's coming in, but the SPW is covering the road. Gornostrelki DP goes down to the SPWs. This is not good. We see a mountain gun here. Does manage to get one Avto off. The other one's going too deep, though. He's going to lose his Moskaya Avto here, most likely. Yeah, ouch. Oh. BF-109 should die to the S12 here. He flew right into it. Bombing strike. He did go after a unit, but the unit happened to die right before. BF-109 is down. That's pretty huge because that thing has been an absolute killer. Gebirgsjager strike could pop right out and kill this BT-7. And he should be able to... No, he can't see it, I guess. Gornostrelki DP. This was a terrible place for them to go. BF-109 now up north instead. See the mountain gun starting to pin some units down and kill them successfully. Leader gonna die here. Ouch, that hurts. Both players losing leaders here. Gebirgsjager Strife, though, in their perfect range, being able to use their MP44s and their MG42s, they do put out a lot of damage if that happens. Really? He's falling this back? What? He's got an easy kill on these BT-7s. That's a very strange miss. BT-7 versus Stug M42. Yeah, that's an easy kill for the Stug M42. These die in one hit. That is the one thing. They are pretty fragile, as I mentioned. Moskaya Pekota trying to... No. Terrible choices. Horrible life choices were made here. I'm not sure what his goal was there, but it was a terrible choice. S2 trying to cover off the road here. As once again, Lisitte's getting pushed out of this southern flag. He need to follow his S12 back. If that dies, he's really screwed. He can move it like up to here and be a little bit safer and still cover the south. Or he could at least move it here to put it behind some grass or some forest. I mean, some grass. It's behind grass. Stug M42 down, so that's a nice kill for sure. There are only 4 of those to deal with. We see 1, 2, 3 have already been called out. Unless this is the... No, this is the support one. Apologies. Yeah, this is the problem again with these these two-man sniper teams. They just die really fast. Gebirgsjager decides to break off. Fight down south continues, though. Mountain gun trying to support. We see 2 Stug M42s now, and we're now into B phase. Am I having a moment? I forgot these things have heat. Yeah, so there's 4 of these. I keep forgetting these have heat. I have forgotten. So tons of infantry coming in, but unfortunately, there's a Stug M42 here, and there's nothing to do about it. Boston Bomber coming in for the LG42, I'm assuming. Nice hit, and it happens to get some good damage on the Stug M42 as well, so really lucky there for Lesitte. Another one coming in. This one's got the big 500 kilogram bombs. And that does kill off the Gebirgsjager. Fusilier. Well, Sky Av2 is absolutely wiped out. Those have been pretty wasted, generally speaking. They've essentially done no damage at all. Now the ZIS-2 is going to die. Ooh! Oh, that was an LG42 here on the hill. Ouch. Yeah, that mountain gun was really aggressive. BT7 goes down now, too. ZIS-12 going to be under pressure. ZIS-2 goes down. Oh, no. And let's see, absolutely just erased from the south. Wait, there is an artillery. No, that was the 105. Ouch, that's really unfortunate. Here comes the Spavietto now with its 2 500 kilogram bombs, and it sees a big fat target over here in all these 45 mils. Stug did go down. Gornostrelki leading the charge here, the rather foolish charge. And now he's going to get a face full of bombs. Just kidding, these 45 mils are on the menu. Erased. Pins everything else on. BF-109 in. Doesn't do that much. Gornostrelki already on the retreat. And now Liszek here has the point advantage. I'm just not a fan of Vanguard. I feel like it's too much in A phase. Like, you got to win in A phase, and I don't like that at all. It feels like you are just forced to play so aggressively to a point that it actually just causes you to play poorly half the time. Like, Maverick, you at least have some room, like, time to play around with. But, ooh, C205 getting a nice kill on this Boston. And that's what you need with this division. Like, the C205, the Veltro has to do some work. Because you don't have enough AA to stop planes. So if planes keep building up and you don't start shooting them down, it can get very much out of hand. OB-25 doing what it does, absolutely shellacking anything it aims at. Okay, Moskai Avtos here are actually doing something. It's just a wall of them. Yeah, all the Gebirgsjager on the run. Understandably. But now the Fusilier here getting in on the action, absolutely wiping out that LB-25. Still gets a good hit off on the Gebirg Strife. Yeah, and here's the sniper spam in action. This is like the OG sniper spam division. Like Axis sniper spam division. And it still does that job really, really well. And the weird thing with 5th Gebirgs, it just, on paper, it doesn't look all that crazy. Like, it's got major issues with the AA. Its AT can come up really lacking. It's barely got a tank tab. But the combined arms just comes together in the right way. I have no idea what that right way is, but it just works. This division can be very, very dangerous. I'm afraid to play it. I don't know if it's just everything's cost efficient, but I don't even think it is. Like, your main infantry is 25 points. It's not cheap. Like, those aren't like 20-point, like, cheap throwaway infantry. It's 25 points. You gotta work for them a little bit. You know, your snipers are 30. Like, it's just very strange. I mean, you have the Stug M42s help a lot. That's definitely one of the factors, is your armor is extremely cost efficient with your SBWs and your Stug M42s. Your Stug 3s are Stug 3s. They're fine. You know, they're basically a standard of cost to effectiveness as you get. Here we'll see the Gornostrelki do basically nothing. Off he goes. Can check out these Gornostrelki quick. So yeah, it's 1 DT, 4 SVTs, and 6 PP shots here. It's just not enough. if you compare that to Gebirgsjager, it doesn't put out nearly as much damage. MG42 is better. 5 Gewehrs are better. Like, more rifles is better than more submachine guns, generally speaking, because line infantry are still line infantry. Whether they're a little bit better than normal, they're still line infantry. They're not tossing grenades. They're not throwing flames. They don't do it. And Liszek now on a 15-9 here, capturing this flag in the center and recapturing his own flag here. He's about to lose his flag down south, too, unless he does something. Is this 12 getting repositioned here? Good choice there. Boston coming in again. Better be careful, though. He's going pretty deep, and I'm pretty sure that Veltro might be back in action. The M3S here, look at that. Oh, my goodness. It absolutely just eviscerated that. Like, 2 shots, boom, boom, dead. This thing is so freaking good. It's the combo of this, like, firing basically double the speed as everybody else makes it just so freaking strong. And then on top of it, it's 40 points. Veltro going after that Boston, but the Zis-12 is here. I don't think it's going to shoot it down, though, unfortunately, for Lesitte. Spaviero going to take a face. There's double Zis-12 here, actually. I just noticed that. He probably will take that down. As long as there's not a weird line of sight where they stop firing early. And down it goes. So good kill there. Definitely needed that, but there are 4 Spavieros to work through, so it's not like he's out. All right, so PTRS or something just took out... Oh, the BT-7s took out the SPWs, and killing these is really key. They're a big part of the game plan for 5th Gebirgs. Like, literally, this one car of SPWs is so key. If you took this out, I think this division would not be anywhere near as good. So Gornostrelki saved the day there. M3S coming in. Somehow haven't spotted the Gebirgs Strife? Weird. That's weird. Oh, he's fast-moving. Stop it, Lesitte. No. What are you doing, my man? No. Oh, this is so bad. Boston against Spavio at 4-stop. Probably going to die. This was a terrible choice by Liszek. I don't know why he would fly into this absolute, like, death trap for planes. Nope, does get away, barely. Bombs do some nice pinning. And a little bit of killing, but still 15-9. Oh, this M3S is just being thrown away. Oh. I don't know if that was a... No, because it should have came in down here, which means he called it in and then sent it over here. Because it shouldn't have, from being called in here, it should have still came in from this reinforcement road. Yeah, that was absolutely devastating. Boston in again. Maybe that's the same Boston, just never got called back. Notice Liszek hasn't called an NEA because, like, what's the point? His AA is absolutely abysmal. It's a joke. It's a scam. SPW in the back lines, though. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous. Absolutely crushing some of these infantry here. Somehow, I mean, the Aptos got pushed out with a bombing strike. Ooh. He's only firing one of his 2 guns. But it still takes out the Stug. M3S for the win. Look at that Lee go. Stug M42 down south, though, successfully capturing this flag. Zis-2 deployed. Gorno snipers in. Try to stem the tide here. Lesitte just has no luck down here. He just is not good at fighting this area of the map. And the Stug M42 dead. I think that's all of the normal ones. And here comes 3 20 mils in an attempt to stop the planes. 172 in... Did it get spotted? It really looks like he's shooting at it. And I'm a fan. Kill it. Die off map. Oh, nope. Off map's coming. This off map is pretty solid as well. The 172. Oh, the 37 only has AP shells. I was like, why isn't it shooting? That's why. Duh. Now the SPW is killing off the 37 mil. Oof. Now the Zis-12s are the real prize. If he picks those up, oh. If he picks those up, it's really bad. Now the heat shells here could kill this off if they can land a shot. I don't know what their accuracy is. It's probably horrible. 25%. Definitely not good. All right, here we go. Can the mountain gun save the day? Go, buddy, go. All right, he's going to get the shot off at least. Zis-12 going to get involved as well. There's the heat shell, and he lands and saves the day. Yay, mountain gun, you've done it. Get this man a whatever Soviet Cross of Valor. Well, I forget what it's called. Get him a medal. OB25 finding this Gebirgsjager here. Should have this flag back momentarily, but this northern sector is just still a disaster. We're now into C phase, but it's still 15-9. Double Spaviotto coming in. The Z12s are still alive, but this one is mispositioned badly on the hill. We talked about this last game. Remember, A has to be able to see the plane. Oh, and it changed targets. Still got its bombs off. It's going to kill at least one mountain gun. Actually, it's going to kill the Z12. Oh, no! One Spaviotto down, but I think that's worth it. SK-18 trying to get it as well. Infantry just pouring in now as Lesitte's trying to recover this absolute disaster of a center hill. OB-25 finding some Gebirgs Fusiliers to kill for free, but the Gebirgs Strife and Jaegers here pushing from the north all of a sudden. Gorno's standing out in the open. This is my fear of auto cover. That's why I don't use it. I'm not saying it's bad. I mean, good players use it, but I don't because I'm bad and I'm afraid of this happening. My micro just ain't good enough to have every unit successfully in a building all the time. I want them in the building. Pack 40 going to get an easy MS3 kill here. M3S kill. I hate the fact that that's what the name is. Lee. It's a Lee. The Lees are just pouring in. There's 3 of them. All coming after this Pack 40, and the OB-25 going to help save the day there. Moskaya Saperty just driving in. Pack 40 dead. Off map going to come down and ruin all the momentum here. Boston, I don't even know what it dropped on. Oh, looks like this. Some sort of Fusilier here. IG-18 going after the Gebirgs Fusilier, Gornostrelki here. And it does go down to the one-man Gorno team. This dude carrying, what? He's got 4 rifles, 6 PP Shaws, and a DT. He's firing all at once. Always the funny thing. I will say, I do... it would really mess the balance of the game up, but... technically speaking, when AT guns get weaker, they really should fire slower. Like, I don't know why infantry are the only ones who suffer from that effect. So basically, when your infantry squads get weakened, right, so they lose men, they still fire the same amount of weaponry. Like, their damage output is exactly the same. They reload really slow, though. Their reload time increases as they lose men. So it's this thing, like, they're basically cutting the damage down by slowing the reload time, but the thing is that they still put out a ton of damage the first shot, right? So if you have one-man team and he runs into a bad guy, he's going to fire every single gun in the squad, even though, of course, he could not physically ever do that. But then it'll just take a really long time to reload. But that effect does not apply to any other unit in the game. Like, no support or AA gun weapon, like, reloads slower because of losing health. It's kind of weird. But truthfully, changing that would be a absolutely seismic change to the function of the game. I mean, you'd have to rebalance, like, everything. Veltro getting greedy, going after the Boston. It's not going to get through. The ZIS-12 should be able to shoot that down pretty easily, and down it goes. Nice kill there for Lesitte. The triple 20 mil blob, though, getting some work done. Those Bostons are having a big effect. It's not that they're not. I just don't know if the effect is significant enough. Oh, 20 mils. You try so hard. And the the Panzerschreck of the Gebirgsführer here, killing off that MS3, or M3S, stupid name, Lee. But even so, with Lesitte's success here in the center, the north is bare. There's nothing here. And now the Führer is going to take out the M3S that's holding this flag. Oof. And now these Fusiliers are covering off the reinforcement road. That's a disaster. Yeah, the north is lost. The south is lost. Lesitte's only position left is the center, and this off-map is crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. Oh, yeah, the 172 is really strong. It's like that perfect balance for an off-map. It's that perfect balance of a lot of shells and still a high amount of damage. As Gornos come in, but again, they're just not good. Like, they're just not very good infantry. 18-6 now for Liszek. As Sturm Pioneers easily beat out the Moskaya Aptos, down they go. Sturm Pioneers pushing into this flag here. And Lesitte reads the writing on the wall and throws in the towel. 24 minutes, 53 seconds. Decisive victory here for 5th Gebirgs. 26-10 to 2045. Yeah, Gorno just, it doesn't have it these days. 5th Gebirgs is probably the only, like, hybrid infantry division that is really good. You know, I'm talking about divisions where the infantry are like these hybrid mixes of units where they're supposed to do both long and close range, but don't do either really. This division just has tons of snipers, a really great mix of combined arms, and its weaknesses are easily made up for by those that like just perfect mix of units. But if you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider checking out the Patreon down below. Thank you to all my current and past supporters. Your support means a lot, and it really helps me out. Thanks a bunch, guys, and have a fantastic day.